Is it worth entering a powerlifting competition? And let me tell you, whoever you are, whatever sport you do, it's worth entering a powerlifting competition. I'm actually talking with a client right now. He runs marathons and he wants to work in powerlifting. He wants to enter a competition. And there are many benefits to that. I mean, just for runners itself, there are some benefits. I'm not going to get into too much detail because it might get a little sciencey and I don't want to put people to sleep. But many people will thrive off competing in powerlifting. And there are a few reasons for that. So one of the big things is, obviously, if you compete, you're going to increase your performance. Just think about it. When you powerlift and train alone, like when I think of a powerlifter, I think of someone who really focuses on squat, bench, deadlift. If you don't compete, you're never worrying about anybody else except yourself. But the minute you compete, that's when things get tricky, because all of a sudden you might not be the top dog anymore. So having to compete and go against someone else is going to make your performance elevate. And if that elevates, then there's so many more benefits, or there's so many benefits that can come to not just your training, but your life in general too. Another benefit that comes from competing in powerlifting is that if you increase your lifts, then you're going to increase your muscle mass as well. And who wouldn't want to get bigger and stronger? If you do not compete and if you do not perform on the platform, then you might be limiting yourself in your ability to increase your strength while also increasing the size of your anatomy, which could benefit you in many ways. It could help with longevity. There are many studies that prove the fact that people who have more lean muscle mass live longer lives because they're more capable. That's a huge benefit to people and why they would want to compete in powerlifting. I'm not saying gain a lot of muscle, gain a lot of fat, but gain a lot of lean muscle and make the most sense of it too. Another thing about competing in powerlifting is you make a bunch of connections. You build yourself in the community of strength athletes, and it could take you plenty of places. You could start working with different training partners. You might meet your next coach. You might meet a group of people who can help elevate your performance. There's so many benefits to entering a competition, whether it's increasing your lifts, increasing muscle mass, and increasing connections. Is really worth considering, especially if you've never done it before. So when it comes to the question, should we compete? Is it worth competing in a powerlifting competition? Yes, it's tremendously worth it. Because if you're not competing, you're not getting any better. You have to put pressure on yourself to perform. And how are you going to put pressure against yourself if you're just going to be training by yourself against no one else and not having to work even harder? So again, this is Joseph Lucero with Powerlifting Technique. Hopefully you liked the video. Hopefully it gave you some things to think about. If you like us, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell us about your powerlifting competitions. Have you been in one? Are you thinking about doing one? What are some ideas or questions that you have with that? And maybe we can help you get prepared for your next powerlifting competition today.